So Ball Guy Show starts right now. Hope you enjoy the show. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. What's up, everybody? Hey, before I bring on my next guest, check out wepa.fm. If you have not downloaded wepa.fm, your official bilingual internet radio station, make sure after this episode, download that radio station. All right. We have Afro-Cuban, freestyle, hip-hop, whatnot, English, Spanish, old school, new school. Make sure you download wepa.fm. It is the partner of the Ball Guy Show. Also, make sure you go Destune Records, DJ George Ojeda and John Pito, and the rest of the Destune Records team have signed some new artists and great up-and-coming artists. As a matter of fact, just put out her latest song, all right, and she is climbing up the charts with her latest song, all right? So make sure you go to Destune Records as well, all right? Let's check out my next guest, No White Flag, a.k.a. Richard Mason. Freedom of
Sun coming up on a small town road, flag flying high where the river flows, radio playing in the windows down. Ain't no better place than this hometown. Got a little faith, got a little fire, got a heart that never gets tired. Freedom in my bones, freedom in my soul, freedom when I'm driving down a dirt road, freedom in the air, freedom everywhere. Thanking God I'm living right here. Freedom in my bones. Hey. Church bells ringing on a Sunday morning, kid playing ball in the summer sun, granddad smiling from the front porch, swinging, singing, son, don't forget what freedom means. Got a little faith, got a little fire, got a heart that never gets tired. Freedom in my bones, freedom in my soul, freedom when I'm driving down a dirt road, freedom in the air, freedom everywhere. Thanking God I'm living right here. Freedom in my bones. Raise your hands, raise your voice. Every day is still a choice, and as long as old glory flies, we'll keep freedom alive. Freedom in my bones, freedom in my soul, freedom
What a great song. Richard, welcome to the show, man. How you doing?
Appreciate it.
Man,
Great song.
what a great song, man. And it's one of the reasons that drew me to you and was I love that God, country, and freedom. And for those that know me, know how much I love my country.
Yeah.
They know how much I bleed red, white, and blue. Not because I'm Cuban, because my parents are Cuban, and that's red, white, and blue is true. But no, man, I'm Americano,
I'm half
man.
Cuban myself.
Huh?
I'm half Cuban too myself.
You're kidding me, really?
Yeah, grandfather Gonzalez came from Cuba.
Wow. Yeah, I was born and raised in Miami, and so but my parents are Cubans, man, and I love. But there's nothing like America, man. There's nothing like the good USA, man. Richard, for people discovering No White Flag for the first time, who are you, and what is No White Flag?
Well, No White Flag came out of a fluke. Actually, I was writing books. My first book was Nexus AI. I was just going to write about job losses in the AI industry, how these jobs are going to be, taken away. And so I wrote the first series of books, and then I started doing my series No White Flag. And No White Flag is about invasion of America. I'm not going to tell you what country. You have to figure that out. Maybe buy the book. But anyway, it's a trilogy. It's a 3-part trilogy. I actually haven't finished the last book yet. I'm working on that now. So there's 2 out there right now. But anyway, it's about God, country, perseverance, hope, freedom. And then I stumbled upon hey, I can write a song to promote the book. So that's all I really was going to do. I'll say I'm going to write a book. I'm going to write a song about the book. And then I started writing songs. I mean, it's crazy. I didn't know this was possible. But I was writing songs left and right, and it's mostly about freedom. All my songs about freedom, about hope, perseverance, stand your ground, and God. So those 3 elements. So the first book was about it's a religious book. When I first wrote the first one, if you read it, it's not a religious book at all. I didn't even think about putting religion in there because I don't know. And then it started getting religious after the second book, and then it got real religious after the third book. So, and same thing with my songs. If you listen to my first song, it was No White Flag by No White Flag. That wasn't a religious song. But every song after that, there was some religion into it. Either God, country, family. So anyway, so that's how I got into writing songs and writing, started writing the books.
Now, No White Flag, is it a full-blown band? Is it just you?
Yeah.
I hear the guitar, I hear drums, I hear some great drums in there, I hear some great guitar.
I mean, I write the songs, but the actual music is AI.
Okay.
So it's AI. I mean, I don't have a band, so but it is AI. And the songs turned out great. All my songs actually have been well, of course, I'm prejudiced, but it's been great songs. I wrote songs about prophecy. I wrote songs about family, about freedom in my bones. So yeah, all these songs are AI generated.
That's amazing to me. I mean, it's incredible. It's amazing what technology can do. But how using AI are you able to compose the guitar? Do you put the kind of riff you want, the kind of drumming you want, or does AI totally do it for you?
Well, I mean, you tell it to do what you want it to do. Some songs turn out horrible. I mean, you can write a song and it's like, where did this come from? It was pretty bad. So you can remix it and get the right sound. If the wording is good, if the song is a good, the basis is good there, then you have to get the tunes and the drums and the guitar and I put a lot of hurly-gurlies in there. I don't know if you heard my songs, but I heard that what was that Bear McCreary Blood in the Snow. Have you heard that song before?
No, not that
Okay.
one. No.
Anyway, it's a great song about it's the one video game God of War. I don't know if you've heard that before. But anyway, it had the hurly gurly in there. I love the hurly gurly, so I said, I'm gonna put this in my songs. So that's a lot. Some songs have the hurly gurly in it.
Who were some of the artists who influenced you growing up? Who you grew up listening to?
Well, I mean, my groups were I like the Eagles, Journey. I'm an '80s growing. I grew up in the '80s, so I'm an old guy. So yeah, so the '80s was my genre. And when you listen to some of my new songs, they're all Christian country. All right, so that's my genre, the Christian country. But the you'll hear the '80s tune in there, so I put the '80s vibe, so to speak.
But for someone who has never heard No White Flag, how would you describe your sound?
How we describe what we are? We're a Christian country band, basically. So all my songs, like I said, has God, country, freedom. So it's a Christian country band. With the emphasis of the tones and stuff like that through the country music back in I would say '80s, '90s type tune. So, but a little bit more realistic, more futuristic.
Yeah, I grew up in the '80s as well, and I'm like you. Journey, Chicago. Chicago's my all-time favorite band, even though when I was born in '76. They were already well established, but to me, their music is timeless.
Right.
So I grew up with Chicago,
Oh,
Journey, and stuff like that.
oh yeah.
When you write a song, what usually comes first? What is that pops to your head? Are you thinking of the melody or the lyrics?
Well, at first it was just the lyrics. If you listen to my first part of the songs, it was basically based on the book. I was only doing based on what I wrote already, and so it's all my first part of the songs because you'll see on my album covers it's inspired by the novel, whatever, and it's based on that book. So going forward, what inspires me is this really is religion and freedom is my two genres. Is what when I first write a song like "Freedom in My Bones." It's not inspired by any book, even though No White Flag is about America, about freedom. But yeah, so it's all about how I feel as far as the country, and then as far as how I feel about religion. So it's all about the feelings, and then I get into tunes. And hopefully the tune turns out to be as good as the songwriting.
Well, for example, this song right here, I love the guitar, and you wouldn't think it's AI.
Right.
I was wondering if it is because of the pictures and the drawings
Right.
but I go, man, when I'm listening to it on Spotify and stuff, and then I check it out on YouTube, it doesn't sound like AI. But it's great. So what do you do when you do write a song? So you've obviously written songs, you said, and it's come out crappy.
Oh yeah. You can write a song and put it in, and it turns out crappy. Sometimes you can fix it and make it sound decent, but you don't want decent songs. You want great songs when they come out. Yeah. So you must. I'm going to put in like 1,000 songs, and 80% of them are trash, or you have to fix them. So, but yeah, so I only try to put out the best songs, the best sounding. Of course, to me, of course, everybody has a different, different ear. Everybody has their own genre. So, if you like Christian country, you'll like me.
But for those, because AI is coming a long way now. And I had heard from somebody because I have I don't know if you saw my intro talking about Destun Records and the young lady Sammy. She's a Spanish singer from Venezuela. She does this genre called freestyle music.
Okay.
Very popular in Miami, New York, California, here in Dallas. Um, and some people have thought that she's actually AI, and
Okay.
I never even knew that that was even possible. I go, how? What do you mean AI? Um, so, but going back to AI, it's not that easy though, right?
Well, it's not. It's not too easy. No, I mean you have to figure it all out. But I mean anybody can make a song, but does it sound good? That's the thing. I mean, I would like to have people. I would like to get a band and actually sing these songs. To be honest with you.
Oh, well, that's an interesting point you just said. So you are you looking to one day? Are you a musician yourself by any chance?
I am not a musician. I just like music.
Wow, wow! But that's incredible that you actually write because these are great songs. So are you thinking of actually? So you are thinking of creating a band one day?
I want to actually. Somebody talked me out of it, but I was going to do a reality TV, like and then an audition for the speak, for the singers and the band, and call it No White Flag and get them on the road. But it takes a lot of time, money, stuff like that to do all that. But yeah, I would like to have somebody come in and sing my songs for sure.
That would be cool, man. That would be really cool.
Mhm.
Um, how long does it take for you to create one song?
Well, I mean, it depends. So it can take. I mean, it can take I don't know, a day to do it. But to get it right, you probably need about a month or more for one song, maybe more, because you have to keep on remixing it, make sure it looks sounds good, make sure you put your electric guitar in there or take it out or whatever you want to do. Because some songs, like religious songs, you want electric guitar, and all of a sudden electric guitar comes on, and I got to take it out. Sometimes it's not that easy to take it out. So, so yeah, so there's things you got to do in there. But I mean, if somebody went to somebody off the street and said, "Can I make a song in an hour?" Yeah, they can make a song in an hour. Does it sound good?
How many versions might you go through before you're satisfied?
At first, there wasn't that many versions. Now there's a lot of versions. So I'm looking at probably, I don't know, 200-300.
And um and how do you choose the vocals? How do you choose the vocals? Do you put the kind of do you have to put I want a raspy, I want
Yeah.
a good high
Well,
pitch?
yeah. I mean, all my songs, I do the Christian country, Southern voice, or female. So it depends on if it's a soft, I want some meaningful thing that come across, like "Come Home" that came out last week. It's about coming home to God. So I needed a woman's voice and a women country voice. So I put in a women country voice in there, and then sometimes it comes out not country at all, and then you gotta work through it. That's why you have 200 or 300 versions of the song to get it right.
And now, like I told you earlier about the whole AI thing, there's quite a bit of debate about AI in the music industry. Um, why do you think AI music bothers some people or some musicians?
Well, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't. If I was an artist, I wouldn't like it either. To be honest with you, because it kind of takes away from them, from a natural person doing it. Um, I mean, I think it sounds real good. I mean, it benefited me because I'm able to bring out my creativity in a song, where I couldn't because I'm not a singer. I mean, I can sing, but you won't want to listen to me. Uh, but yeah, so it brings out creativity. It brings out things that you can do you weren't able to do. you know. So that's a good thing about AI. I mean, AI is going to come out. It's going to have some great things. You're going to be able to do things that you couldn't do before. But then, it could be some bad things too as well. Job loss, saturating a market of stuff. So so it's a lot of some goods and bads.
Have you gotten any criticism yourself directly
I haven't got
this
any
year?
criticism directly, no. All the people that heard my songs loved them.
Okay.
I mean, I had a few comments as AI or whatever, but yeah. So because after a while you're hearing it, you can tell if it's AI or not. If I listen to a song on TikTok, I can tell my wife. I can say, yeah, that's AI, and sure enough, it is. So I can tell now if it's AI or not. Some people just listen to it for the first time, probably can't.
Yeah, I'm me myself. I couldn't tell whether it was or not. Um, so yeah, I appreciate, like I said, when they heard when somebody criticized Sammy for being AI, which she's not.
Right,
She's legit. She's a legitimate. She's a singer herself. She's a dancer,
right.
and with a great voice and a great future herself in the music industry. She's not AI.
Yeah,
Like I said, I didn't even know that was a thing.
yeah. Well, that's one of the downsides of an artist actually singing a song and claiming that they're AI, and they're not. So, but you know, again, it's the I like it because it brings up my creativity. I'm able to do different things. I only wanted to do it to support books. It wasn't a thing I was going to do all the time, but now I'm really getting into it, and I really enjoy it. So I might continue doing it.
What would you say to the musicians who do believe AI is taking jobs away from real musicians?
Well, I mean, what do I say to that? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want them to take their job away. I mean, I think AI. I mean, think about it with artists. A lot of the songs you see, sure they sing them. A lot of people can't sing, and they still sing them because they do auto tune. I do know some musicians that can't sing, even though they have good records, and because they have it auto tuned. So, and then some of the music is AI actually. Some of the music is AI in the background, but some of it's all natural. So I mean, this depends. So again, if you like, I talked to a producer the other day, and he said, "Yeah, I mean, I don't go to concerts anymore." I said, "Why not?" He said, "Because he can't sing." I said, "What do you mean?" I just listened to the guy on the radio. He sings great. Yeah, but in person, you can't sing. So I said, "Okay." Well, so people are telling me just stay in the AI lane, but I would like to have a band to have somebody come and sing all these songs. You know, I think it'd be more fun.
Um, do you think AI will eventually become a normal part of the music industry, or
I think it already has in some parts. Um, if sooner or later, I mean, they might, it might be good to classify it that way everybody know it before they listen to it. Um, but, but yeah, so who knows what's going to happen in the future? But I think AI is going to here to stay, unfortunately. So good for
I
me.
think I think so too. I think AI is here to stay. I mean, I think AI is a great tool
Yes.
for many things.
Right.
There's certain things AI should not be for.
Right.
Like for example, being a Christian, going to church. I wouldn't want to think that my pastor that I'm listening and watching got his sermon from AI. You know, that he actually he did a study and he read the Bible, and
Right.
you know, did his background. But listening to AI musically, me personally, I don't mind.
Right.
Looking at a cartoon or an AI or anime or an AI film,
Right.
I don't mind it either, you know.
Right.
But like I think you said it, it should be people should know what they're watching, you know,
Yeah.
if it is AI or if it is an actor, you know, or musician. Uh, even though AI helps create the music, what part of no white flag is 100% Richard Mason?
Well, the lyrics are 100% Richard Mason. So if you listen to my message, it's all about, coming to God, having family, and then having freedom in the country. So it's all me. That's what I'm all about.
Why so important to talk about freedom? I know it's obvious,
Yes.
but why does Richard Mason feel so important and he feels that conviction to really, really push freedom, country, God, family?
Right. Well,
Why is it so important to you?
I mean, I grew up in Florida, and like you said, you're famous in Florida. I mean, we grew up believing in, I guess, socialism, communism. It's about freedom. I studied politics all my life. I know how it is around the world. So it is very important because, God wants you to have freedom, wants you to enjoy life. So it's very important to we have freedom of elections. We vote who we want to vote in. You know, we're able to do what we want to do. Not too much regulation, things like that. So freedom is very important. I think for everybody, if they really get down to it, and that's the basic of the founding fathers.
When going back to AI and not just music, but AI in general,
Yeah.
what's the biggest misconception you feel people may have with AI?
Well, the misconception is I guess, like, there's no work involved. You wouldn't believe how much work I did with these songs. So, it's not easy. You just don't go in there and plug some things in and you're done. It takes a lot of work, actually. That's probably a misconception that they might say it's easy to do, whatever. But sure, yeah. I mean, you can put out any song you want, and it could be easy, but it's got to be a great song. But I think AI music. I mean, even if sing, because you can sing into the microphone and then produce an AI song with your voice. Even I think that's great too as well. Just think people don't have a band, so if you're a good singer, get the software, get the mic, and sing into it, and make the song. I mean, that's a good way to do it too as well. If somebody's out there that wants to sing, they should do.
Has anyone ever surprised you with how strongly they connected with one of your songs?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, some people say they cried some of my songs, and I mean, they cry because happiness or it's a sad song or whatever. But like when the trumpet sounds, that's a very sad song. But it's a very good song. Come Home is another sad song, but it's a very good song. So then I say my name as somebody that died as reflection of their family. And it's Freedom of the Bones. They said they loved it. It's a great song to drive down the road with, traveling, etc.
What do you want listeners to feel or think when they hear and listen to No White Flag?
Well, I want them to hear the message, because there's a message in every song. If you hear the message, because it starts from like when the trumpet sounds, all the way to the end, it gives you a message of what could happen, what to do about it, come home to as well. Make sure you come to God. I Say Your Name is a song that somebody lost their loved one. That just tells some people that to make sure that you love your loved one while they're here, basically. And then Take My Hand is coming out this coming Friday. Is all about a marriage between a man and a wife that lasted years, and from their start when they held their hand all the way to the end. And that song actually is written by for my wife, so I wrote it for her. We've been married for 39 years this year, and that song is about us, actually.
You said 29 years this year?
39 years.
Wow. Yeah, I turned 26 years in June. With my
Good,
wife.
congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. It's a blessing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you and God. How did your relationship with God? How did you when did you discover God? When did you start building a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ?
Well, I've always been fascinated with Revelations ever since I was a teenager. So I studied events, I studied, you name it. I've always been close to God. Now I haven't been to church as much as I want, and I should. I do now, but before, it wasn't as church going as I should have been. But current events has been my major focal point in my life, basically. That's the reason why I wrote Nexus AI. Nexus AI is actually, if you read it, it's actually my family. So when you read it, it tells a story about my family. Some of it's true, some is fiction. The whole book's fiction, but it tells you some truths in there. And then but I've been close to God all my life. And if you look at my books and my songs, like the songs, there's like 7 songs due to prophecy. So you got The Great Deception, that's the start of it, where people are being deceived. And then you got When the Watchman Cried. Actually, that's been a great hit, actually. When the Watchman Cries, when, the watchman go up on a hill screaming that something's going to happen. When the Trumpet Sounds is another prophecy song, telling the trumpet sounding, the end's happening. Come Home is where you come home to God. And then my next one's coming out is What You Left Behind. And What You Left Behind is the story of a man, his wife left him because she was caught during the rapture. So, and he was left behind. So all these songs about Revelation, and again, I've been fascinated with that all my life. So all my creativity can come out in these songs based on what my past is.
Where do you see No White Flag going from here?
Well, I want to make more songs. I have probably around 8 songs coming out by the end of the year.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we'll see what happens. I'm going to hold off or write any more until next year, maybe, to see how we do on these songs. And again, I mean, I have people who want to sing these songs at church and all kind of things. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully it'll take off. We'll see. I'm just doing it for fun, so I'm not expecting it to go anywhere. But I'm enjoying it. So
that's good, man. That's good. Are you planning on continuing on experimenting with a different genre or different sound, or are you going to continue with this sound?
I mean, there's a lot of people out there. I don't know if you noticed or not, but AI artists that have like 15 different artists, and they go off and do different sounds. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay with No White Flag. I'm not going to start another artist. I like the Christian country vibe. I'll make different sounds, of course, but they're in that genre, of course. So make it sound different and enjoyable.
Do you envision AI artists eventually having their own concerts or fan bases and identities?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to build an identity with No White Flag and a fan base. That's what I'm trying to do. And So yeah, so I can definitely see that. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do, is to have a fan base that support my books too as well, and then to enjoy the songs.
And how many books do you have in total?
Well, there's two trilogies. There's Nexus AI, which is with 4 books. There's 3 books plus a trilogy combination, and then the No White Flag has 3 books in the trilogy collection. So again, I hadn't finished the last book for No White Flag, but that should come out by next month sometime. I was too busy working on the songs.
What would you like No White Flag to accomplish that hasn't happened yet? Both as whether the books and the music.
Well, for the music, I wanted to, I want to grow the fan base. That's my goal, is to have people enjoy it and listen to the songs, and of course the books. Yeah, I'm pitching Angel Network for Nexus AI to see about doing a movie on that book, and I already have the songs, so we'll see if they'll take it or not. I mean, that's a lottery ticket maybe, that might not happen. You know what I'm saying?
Someone says, Richard, AI isn't real music. What would you say?
I would say it is real music because you can listen to it, so it is real music.
I agree. I agree.
And it sounds good. Whether it's, people accept it, that's another thing.
True.
So I mean, more power to people that actually can sing. I love people who can sing good. I mean, I want them to have the most success out there, and have good music. And I want to support them. But if somebody that can sing and I want to make music, I think they should.
And that was a perfect answer, because let me tell you something. To me, and it all depends on your taste also.
Right.
There's music out there, to me it's not music. That
Right.
to me is not music. It's just noise, or especially songs that you can't understand what they're saying, whether they're
Right.
screaming, whether it's hip hop. And I like hip hop, certain hip hop I like.
Right.
But if it's somebody that's just mumbling,
Right.
there's certain music and certain singers I can't listen to. That, and that to me is not music.
Yeah. I mean, everybody has
This,
a genre.
to me, No White Flag is music.
It is music.
You can listen to it. Yeah.
You can dance to it. You can, it's great music to listen to.
Mhm.
And if you're sad, you can listen to a music that uplifts you, or you can, if you're reflecting, you can, make it look at a song that's sad. So there's a lot of different things that I'm trying to put together that no matter what attitude or feeling you're feeling, you can enjoy the music.
What have you learned about creativity through this experience? Not just writing, but through creating music through AI.
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot actually. I mean, I didn't know what a stem was. I didn't know what none of these things were. I didn't know you can break it all down. I didn't know you can, do all these things. I have learned a lot. I still have a lot to learn actually, but I didn't know there's so much into it. I didn't know he was able to do it at all. I didn't know this was out there. It's been out there for a while. I just didn't know, I was able to do it, and I'm happy I am.
Besides the song that we just shared, "Freedom in My Bones," what's the one No White Flag song you would tell everyone to watch or listen to first, and why?
That's a good question. Freedom of Bones is my favorite. And I think The Watchman Cry is a great song. And I think Take My Hand is going to be my best song. Actually, it's coming out Friday. It's a duet, so first time I did a duet actually.
Wow.
So it's a good song. So and I think I had to delay Free Land of the Free. I had some issues with that, but that's going to be a great song too. It's has an Indian chant into it, and then it's a real Americana song. That's going to be great. But that's been delayed a little bit, but that's going to be a great song too.
And you're delaying that one. Why?
I had some issues with that song. There's a couple of areas I didn't like, and so I'm trying to fix them. So when I do fix them, it's going to be a great song. The things like that,
I'm sorry.
things like that, you have some songs that could be great, could be the best song in the whole world. Problem is, it has some issues with it, and you got to fix them. And if you don't fix them, you can't release them. So.
Besides Take My Hand, what song and which book has been the most personal to you, and why?
I would say most personal to me would be my first one, Nexus AI, because actually a whole family's in that book. So my son's on. If you look at the book 3, my son is one kneeling on there praying. So I imposed my son's face on there. So anyway, so he's he's the main character.
He's the main character.
Yeah.
What does No White Flag mean to you?
Well, I came up with that name. Actually, I listened to Ditto from you heard No White. I heard of White Flag, the song White Flag.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you listen to that, that's how it came out actually with the name. Because if you listen to it, No White Flag means no surrender.
Right.
So No White Flag. That's so. In my books and everything, no surrender, no matter what, unless you surrender to Jesus, to God, basically. So No White Flag, no surrender. That's the reason why I came up with that slogan, with that name anyway. So that's my whole spiel is No White Flag, no surrender.
In closing, Richard, AI may be creating the sound, but there's still a human being behind the idea, the writing. So when someone listens to No White Flag, do you want them to listen to the AI, or they're listening to Richard Mason? Yeah, you're not the one singing, but you are the one behind the music.
Right. They're listening to me, actually. They are. They're listening to the message and in my heart. Exactly. And of course, when it's all even better when it has a great sound.
Yeah, folks. No White Flag, Richard Mason's website, his link, his Spotify, his all his information is going to be in the description of this episode. But from the time of this recording, but now that it's going to be aired, the new song "Take My Hand" will be out. So go check it out as soon as you're done. As soon as this episode's over, go check it out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Give AI music a chance. Because let me tell you something. I fell in love. I've fallen in love with No White Flag. Not taking anything away from actual artists, because if you know me, you know how much I love Sharon Mercerin, Sammy, Journey, Chicago being my all-time favorite band. Not taking anything away from artists, but Richard Mason is a genius for writing these songs, writing these down. All right. So, Richard, thank you so much for spending some time with me. Don't go anywhere, folks. Make sure, again, you like, share, subscribe, and share No White Flag with everybody you know.